Woohoo! We're on! Alright, 9% battery coming to you from Brisbane. Let's see what we can do with this time in the sun in this glorious day. It's been amazing. Today I'm just going to keep it tight. Going to talk about why I care about health. I was really triggered actually before coming on here. It's been on my mind for a few days, and it's not like myself to share all this personal stuff, but tell you what, if it can help one person, it's totally worth it. My discomfort's nothing compared to the benefit that you or someone can really derive from this live. So yeah, cool. All right. So I was looking at a photo, trying to get some light on here. I was looking at a photo of myself. It just popped up because I was talking to a few customers, or talking to a few people, and obviously it popped up, and it was a photo of me probably in my early 20s, not looking the greatest. I feel good about talking now, so I'm happy to share this. So it's not bothering me now, obviously. But it wasn't so much the skin or the bad hair, the inability to grow a thick beard on the cheek, but it was more the look of the person I was looking at. It was a look of a person that looked like they weren't really like they'd given up on certain things in life, and worse than that, someone that didn't really have hope for the future. And if I could go back and just shake that person, shake myself and say, hey, it's gonna be okay, just stick in there, which I did, but if I could go back, I absolutely would. So in my mind, I have that kind of person. I hope that if you're watching now and before the battery just goes flat or whatever, that there's always hope for you wherever you are. Things are better, can be better than they are now. And it may be super, super, super simple. Super simple. Yeah, it might not be like how I did it, but you'll find it'll be something, and I'll explain. So, I remember coming back from a holiday. I went to Europe for the first time. I was 21, had an amazing time in Germany. If you've been to Germany, drop, German flag, I don't know, a sausage or something. Is there a sausage emoji? Didn't even eat sausages in Germany. Actually, they had really good pork knuckle. Sorry to all the vegans out there. And the sauerkraut, when I used to eat sauerkraut, I don't eat sauerkraut anymore. But yeah, amazing place in Munich. I visited my brother there for about a month. Amazing, amazing place. But anyway, so I came back, and my health was always on and off, and probably when I came back, I was super tired, as you would. Like, you're literally traversing the globe in a day. Crazy, right? If you think about, I think our circadian rhythm can shift an hour a day comfortably. You're shifting over 8 hours. So, anyway, potentially. So, yeah, I remember being super tired, and then when I fell, I think it was like a chest infection or something like that. Something normal, right? Something that you'd think, yeah, someone in your 20s, you wouldn't think too much about. And then I remember feeling a feeling of tightness in the chest. And thought, yeah, no big deal. But it didn't go away. And tried everything, tried inhalers, tried, different things to try and ameliorate that. But nothing worked, really. And I remember at the doctor's office, super funny just thinking about, her name was Dr. Paul. Oh, I love Dr. Paul. But yeah, I gave Dr. Paul a hard time, Dr. Paul. I remember, and I was in there, and I told her what I'm telling you now, and she said, well, you got a tight chest, we're going to put you on a nebulizer. Hope that we still got battery. Anyway, let's just see. So, put you on a nebulizer, pumped me with God knows how much Ventolin, and didn't work. And then I said, and then she said to me, well, you're going to hospital. And I said, well, no, I'm not. She said, yeah, you are. I said, no, I'm not. And I was rebellious. I actually declined. and she started panicking. But anyway, that's another story. Because I didn't believe that someone like myself was that unwell. I didn't believe it. Like, I mean, it's not possible. I was fine, and I mean, I've had my issues, but I've never been not being able to breathe before, and allergies and stuff like that, because I had allergies at the time. So obviously, you know, if you're breathing through your mouth all the time, that's gonna make it worse for your chest. But anyway, it's not a medical lecture here. But I just remember it just, health is important, because not just because of health is wealth. I mean, yeah, it is, but it's all it is. It's the quality of life. It's the ability for you to show up. How are you going to be happy if you're tired all the time? How are you going to be joyful if you're feeling like every move you make, is whatever? And how are you going to perform your best at work? Oh, I better not show you guys where I live, hey? How are you going to show up? Happy, productive at work, being the best partner, the best lover, the best teacher, the best parent, if you yourself haven't got your own proverbial life jacket, air mask on. It's not possible. So that was what's happening. I remember cancelling dates because I couldn't, do something. My health wasn't up to scratch. I wasn't confident because I didn't look the way I wanted to look. And I'm sure some of you guys can relate. But I could go on. And it doesn't matter my situation. I'm sure everyone can relate on some level with some challenge in their life. And I remember, I remember one day my mother, bless her, introduced a breakthrough cellular health technology to me. And at the time, super skeptical me, done uni degrees. I want the proof, the pudding and the proof, a thick, rich pudding-proof pudding. At the time, there wasn't a lot. As with new things, there's not always a lot of stuff. But like I said in the lives I've done before, there are some, I was listening to a podcast, there are some, hey Jenny, how are you doing? I'm just sharing my health story. I just shared the whole thing, but I'll just summarize. Basically, it started when I was obligated, I feel, to share this live because I was looking at a photo of myself. I don't know if you've seen it. When I was in my early 20s, and it made me really sad, actually. And I didn't look great because I had a lot of pimples and I wasn't confident. But the thing that really got me in my heart of hearts was the look in my eyes. It was someone in the early 20s that didn't really. It looked like they'd given up on certain things, and I didn't think I looked like that at the time, but. There were many things that were going well in my life. Don't get me wrong. I was very successful on different fronts. I had a really good job and a uni degree, and money wasn't an issue. But it's just the look of someone that wasn't well. And when you're not well in certain areas, you can't show up the best in your life. Whether you want to be the best parent, teacher, show up at work, even how are you going to be? How is one meant to be happy if they're feeling grumpy all the time? But anyway, it was a long thing I shared, and I'm not going to, everyone's probably got their own story. But my point was that I was really lucky because, and I was just saying that I didn't do too much about it until when, as the proverbial SHIT hits the fan. I was in Germany for a month to visit my brother. It was an amazing place. If you've been to Germany, let me know. And also my battery is like at 5%. So if I disappear, it's not because, a bird came down or something and took my phone away. It's literally because my battery goes down. And the fact that I probably like to talk a lot, as you can probably tell, I can talk on a soapbox anyway, good stuff. Imagine if I had a lot of coffee this morning. Anyway, so so I went to Germany. I came back, and it was a huge flight, as you could imagine. And I was super tired. And I thought, I'll sleep it off like I would normally do, as you would in your 20s. And I actually had a respiratory sort of. I don't like bringing attention to. I'm a big believer in energy into old things like that, but. I feel good about talking about it, so it's okay for me. But it was to do with the respiratory, breathing. And everything